Jared Dillian. Now you know a rich guy.
I'm Jared Dillian. This is the Jared Dillian Show. Welcome. We're going to talk about your money. If you want to call to talk about your money, please call 844-305-7800. That's 844-305-7800. This is the Jared Dillian Show. You know, we do talk, we get into the weeds on savings and debt and credit cards and all that stuff. And, you know, I like to talk about that all the time because it's super important. But I also, I like to talk about what it takes to be successful. And I am successful, but sort of, I guess I'm medium successful. Let's put it that way. I'm happy, which I think counts as successful. Financially successful, yes, I am, but I could be more. Anyway, what is the most important decision you will make in your entire life? Think about that. What is the most important decision you will make in your entire life? What is it? Is it who you marry or when to get married? Is it what job you take? Is it what sport you play? Is it what church you go to? What is the most important decision that you will make in your entire life? I can tell you the most important decision that you will make in your entire life is what to do with the next 24 hours. That is the most important decision you will make in your entire life. And you make it on a daily basis. And how you spend that time is who you are and what you will accomplish in this world. And, you know, I do a lot of things. I'm on the radio, and I spend a lot of time doing that, and I write newsletters, and I'm an editorial columnist. I write a lot of newsletters. I'm basically writing all the time. I taught at the university level for some time. I'm a DJ. I travel around to do gigs. What else? I think I mentioned I'm a columnist. I do a lot of stuff. And if you were to have a camera on me 24 hours a day, basically, when I'm not sleeping, I am doing stuff. I am always doing stuff. I do stuff that I enjoy, you know. I put a lot of time into the music, and therefore I've been successful with the music because I put a lot of time into it. I put some time into playing racquetball, and I'm a decent racquetball player. If I wanted to get better, I would put more time into it. And this is like common sense. You know, if there's something you want out of life, then you might want to examine how you're spending your time. See, let's say you also wanted to be a DJ, but when you got home from work at 5 o'clock, you put on Netflix and you sat there for the next 5 hours, because that's what most people do. Most people get home, they turn on the tube, they get on the internet, and, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day just disappears. It vanishes. And on the weekends, you have people who watch football, a whole day, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, 2 whole days gone watching football. That's a lot of time. What could you be doing with that time? You know, I don't want to be on my deathbed and say, I don't think I would say, I really think I should have spent more time watching football. I don't think anybody says that. I think you think about the missed opportunities and the things you could have done and what your life could have been if you would put some more time into things. And I love life, and there's a lot of things that I like to do. But if there's something that you're wanting, it's probably I'm gonna guess that it's probably a function of effort. Let's say there's a particular job that you want. Getting a job is a job. It is a full-time job. Job search is a full-time job. People don't come to you and say, hey, do you want to work for us? It doesn't work like that. Just because you put up your crap on LinkedIn doesn't mean you're going to get job offers. So getting a job is a full-time job, which means hustling and getting out there and talking to people and getting your resume out there. It's a lot of work. So another one of my favorite sayings is, nothing happens to you in your apartment. Nothing happens to you in your apartment. even if you're just outside doing stuff, going places, meeting people, it is better than sitting in your apartment. There's really, I'm not going to say that, I don't kill time sometimes, but when I kill time, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. I don't just waste time. Like if there was, this was like back in September, and I had been working super hard, and there was a moment in time where I said, I'm just tired and I need a break. And I have the MLB network, which means I can watch any baseball game I want. And I sat there on the couch and I basically watched 6 hours of baseball, which meant I watched like one game, given how long games are these days. But I watched 6 hours of baseball, and you know what? It was relaxing, and it was exactly what I wanted to do. But what I don't do is just sit on the couch and just kill time. I don't kill time. All my time has to be productive, and I feel very strongly about that. And when I see people that don't get what they want, usually they blame external factors. It's because I went to the wrong school, or people don't like me, or fill in the blank. No, it's probably a function of you didn't put in enough work. You didn't put in enough effort. Another one of my favorite sayings is, you get out of it what you put into it. And that applies to just about everything. You get out of it what you put into it. Your job, right? If you're dissatisfied with your job, you get out of it what you put into it. School especially. Like school, when I went to undergrad, I was a terrible student. I was a horrible student. I slept in class. I didn't do homework. I just kind of did the minimum. And you know what? I didn't learn anything. I did not learn anything. I did not learn anywhere near as much as I could have. And for grad school, it was subject matter that I liked. It was, I was really interested in business, learning about finance, and I worked at grad school all the time. And not only did I just take classes and pay attention and do the work, I spent hours in the library doing work outside of class. And you get out of it what you put into it. I put so much time into school, and I learned a lot. And one of the things that I discovered was when I got to Lehman Brothers, I knew my knowledge was more than any of the other people that I was working with, because I had put all that time in. You get out of it what you put into it. So three things. Nothing happens to you in your apartment. You get out of it what you put into it. And time. The most important decision you make is what to do with the next 24 hours. So what are you going to do with the next 24 hours? What are you going to do with every 24? And you don't have to decide your whole life right now. Just decide what you're going to do tomorrow. And, when you're done with work or you're done with whatever, and you're tempted to sit on the couch and kill some time, think about what else you can do. What else are you interested in? What out there have you always wanted to do, but you never did? Because why? And here's the reason I bring this up. So I'm a DJ. I DJ music, but I've always wanted to produce music. And I always said to myself, it's too hard. I have no aptitude for it. I'm not going to be able to figure it out. There's a lot of barriers to entry. And finally I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to produce tracks, and I'm going to submit them to labels, and I am going to get my tracks published, and it's going to be awesome. It might take me 3 years. This might be a 3-year journey, but this is something that I've always wanted to do. And yeah, there is still some time. I have some time on the weekends and at nights. There is still some time that I can spend producing music. So the most important decision you make is what to do with the next 24 hours. I'm Jared Dillian. This is the Jared Dillian Show.
Jared Dillian. Own your money. Own your life.